What's up, everybody? I'm Selna Kim, America's face of dating, and today we have pretty doozy of an email here, or a comment that you guys commented on one of the two, on one of my posts, I believe, or you emailed me. I can't exactly remember, but all I know is that we received this, and it's a pretty interesting email that a lot of guys, they catch themselves in the same situation with a toxic relationship, and she threatens that she's going to kill herself, or she threatens that she's going to hurt herself if you're going to leave, and it's like, what do you do about that, right? It's like, how do you even handle that? And I've been in situations like that before with one of my exes in the past. I literally wrote about it in my best-selling book, which you guys all should have read by this time. If you haven't, then I'm just gonna assume that you like pain and rejection. But in that book, we talk about a lot of tactics and secrets to actually attracting your dream relationship. But in this email today, and that's what I do, by the way, and I'm kind of jumping all over the place, but we're gonna get to it. But what we do here and what I do is I help men actually attract their dream girl. Doesn't matter if you've been through a divorce or a breakup, or you just want to get into it because you're kind of lonely and you want to attract that dream relationship. I teach you guys how to do that. And so let's break down his email right now and jump right into it. So the title is Don't Settle for Less in Dating. And so he goes, hey man, just want to say this before I dive into this. So remember that video you did a while back about taking action and making tough decisions? I talk about taking action and making tough decisions a lot. So I can't exactly remember what video you're talking about, but I preach it because like the guys that are in my program, Arrows, getting amazing results, which you've probably seen on my Instagram stories or even in other videos here on YouTube, literally they took action. Like they just took action. We gave them an offer to join the program. They did it. They invested in themselves. They took action and they're getting results because of that. The guys that get the best results, they take action in life. He said, yeah, well, it kind of hit me hard. See, I've been in a relationship for like forever with my girlfriend, but it's been a roller coaster of crazy drama since 2021. That was probably around the time when COVID hit, right? Every time I try to break it off, she pulls out panic attacks and threatens suicide. It's like I'm stuck in a loop, you know? Dude, like I said in the beginning of this video, man, I've been there and it's not fun. Literally, my ex-girlfriend, she cheated on me and we had like a pretty decent relationship, it seemed like, up until the point, but near the end of the relationship, I started to see signs that she was changing in a way. And I started to notice these signs, but I didn't really do anything about it because this was pre my awakening, I guess you could say. There's you before who's nice, who's not really confident, not really sure of himself, and then you wake up and then you actually start becoming the man that you want to be. So this was me pre-awakening, right? I still managed to get the girl, right? Get the hot chick, but it was just because I had good game. I didn't really know how to handle her threatening that and her saying that, but like she cheated on me with my best friend. I literally found them in a hotel bed because I tracked down her location because I had a feeling that she was cheating on me. Knocked on the door and she answered the door in a fucking bed sheet. Dude, it took me forever to get that fucking image out of my head. It was just like tattooed and fucking seared into my brain. I tried to make it work. Like I said, I was pre-awakened and you know, I caught her in bed with my best friend and she was like, I'll change, like I'll get better, and I believed her. But people don't change. They may become better versions of themselves, but they don't change who they are at a fundamental level. And she said she was going to change, but you know, a month later, she did the same thing with another guy. She ended up, you know, giving him head in a car or something like that. And it was just, at the time, you know, it took me a while to even talk about that because it just fucking whenever I talk about it, it just made me want to fall to my knees. It just really affected me. And I was like, you know what? Like, I ended up dumping her over text or something like that because she kept threatening suicide. She said she was going to take a bunch of pills and she was like, oh, like what would happen if I took all these pills, trying to basically hint that she was going to hurt herself. And, you know, at the time, I kind of felt bad, but I kind of didn't. I was just like, you know what? Like, you kind of had this coming, babe. Like, you fucked up. And it's like, you got to live with your choices in life. And that's kind of how I handled it. I was just like, hey, you know what? Like, I really wish you wouldn't do that. But at the end of the day, like, you're going to do whatever you want to do. And at the end of the day, baby, you fucked up. And I don't want to be with you anymore because you fucked up and you know it. And so you can either do what you say you're going to do, or you can just be like, you know what? I'm going to become a better person. I'm going to improve. And maybe down the line, we'll revisit this topic. We'll see if we get back together, whatever. That's how I got out of it, by basically dangling that we might get back together down the road, even though I knew we never fucking would. But that was a strategic way in my head of basically being like, I'm just gonna dangle that there, just like, you know, so she stays alive. Kind of fucked up, right? Like if she actually did do that, I'd be like, shit, it's pretty fucked up, right? But it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, hey, she was fucking your best friend, bro. It's what she did to me. So I was like, you know, she's gonna do what she does. I know it sounds harsh, but that's kind of how I did that to make her stay alive, basically. I know it sounds fucked up, but it's like, what would you do in that position? You know what I mean? It's like, that's the best thing I could think of at the time. He said, it's like I'm stuck in this loop, you know? I know, bro. Trust me. I've been there. But your video got me thinking, I mean, yeah, she's got these moments where she's all sunshine and rainbows. That's how it is, dude. The sex is good sometimes. It's sunshine and rainbows sometimes when it's going really good. But when it's not, holy fuck, dude, watch out. But then she flips a switch, she's a whole different person. I know, man. I know, dude. One of the red flags that I saw was that, hey, I literally had a party at my house it was like a family birthday. There was a lot of family and friends there, and like literally me and my girlfriend were in the hot tub at the time, my ex-girlfriend that cheated on me. And we were in the hot tub in the backyard, and literally my stepdad at the time, my parents are divorced now, my mom divorced my stepdad. He's a fucking cocksucker, but that's a different story. But we're in the backyard talking to them, and then she's like, I'm gonna go in the house and dry off and blah, blah, blah. And I just stayed outside and talked to them for like a good 20, 30 minutes. And I come back inside and she's fucking in my bed crying, like, or in the guest bedroom, my former bedroom, crying. And I was just like, why are you fucking crying? Right? And she's like, cause you didn't come check on me. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was really toxic. So he said, toxic doesn't even begin to cover it. And he said, so here I am, stomach churning, typing out this breakup text. I can't even stomach food right now. I'm that messed up about it, but I gotta do it, man. I gotta take action. It's probably the best thing you can do for yourself, man. Your words got me thinking about how life's too short to be stuck in something that's dragging you down. It is, man. Life is too short to be dealing with somebody like that. Like, you don't even know when you're gonna go. So it's like, dude, don't waste your life on this, man. Like, I would do the same thing. It's like, dude, I wouldn't want to be stuck in that relationship either, where it's like she's having panic attacks and threatening suicide on you. It's like, she needs to get therapy, or she needs to get help. And you gotta help her with that, and just tell her, like, look, like, I'm leaving, but like, I really still love you. And that's the reason why I'm doing this. And I'm telling you this is because you're never gonna change or be happy the way that you currently are. He said, but damn, what if I'm making the biggest mistake in my life? What if I'll regret this forever? That's the fear eating me up inside. But hey, guess there's no going back once I hit send, right? There's no going back, dude. Anyway, before I hit send button, got any advice for me that I could sure use some right now? Hit the send button, dude. That's the advice that I got for you. Hit the send button if you're gonna dump her over text. I mean, I did that, so I can't really fucking say shit, right? But if you're gonna dump her over text, dude, hit the send button, and you gotta just let it fly, man. And she's gonna be upset, and her parents might fucking contact you. That's what happened with my ex, is that her parents fucking contacted me and said that I'm a dickhead for dumping her, even though she had my best friend's dick in her mouth. I'm the asshole. It's like, okay, bro. Girl logic, right? And that's what her best friend said too. I dumped her because she was fucking my best friend, and then it had some other dude's dick in her mouth while we were in a relationship together, and I'm the asshole for leaving her. I'm just like, okay, bitch. Okay. So, you know, again, it's just girl logic, dude. You gotta hit the send button, and dude, no matter how you look at it, she's gonna convince her friends that you're just a dickhead and you're an asshole, and it's like, you're probably gonna be alone for a while, right? She might turn your friends against you. She might turn all your friend group against you for a while, but you'll get new friends, dude, and you'll get better friends that actually are gonna listen to you and listen to your story. And this is just life's way of telling you to move on, dude. Take action and go into the next chapter of your life. And sadly, I know you wish that she was gonna be the entire story with you, but she's just a chapter in your book. And you gotta flip the page, and you gotta get out the pen, and you gotta start writing the next chapter of your life, bro. And you got to level the fuck up, man. Whether that's working with me in my program, whether that's doing someone else's program, whether that's just reading a simple book, dude, you gotta take action. You gotta better your life, man. That's just how it fucking has to be, man. So, and ignore all the noise about her saying that you're an asshole, and her friends saying you're an asshole, and her family saying you're an asshole, and all that noise, and just be like, dude, you know what? Talk good about it. Be like, you know what? She had some things that were going on that I don't want to talk about. It's nobody else's business. I couldn't deal with it. Leave it as that. If they ask you, leave it at that. It's none of their fucking business, bro. And so, if you'd like to get my help personally, then reach out to me over Instagram, or there's a call link in the description below if you want to book in a call with me and discuss my program and hop in, but only book in a call if you're serious. You've been watching my content for a while. You know that you're ready to take action. You know that you're serious about this and changing this stuff and actually attracting your quality partner. Then book in the call. And of course, like, you have everything else in order, like your finances, and you take care of yourself and XYZ. Only book in the call then. If not, don't waste my time. Because I got a lot of clients to work with and they're fucking crushing it. And so it's like, the last thing I would want is to waste my time on a call with somebody who's just not fucking serious, right? So on that note, I'm Selna Kim, America's face of dating, and I'll see you guys next time.